Sometimes the sharpest wounds don't come from strangers. They come from the people who raised you, the ones who were supposed to protect you. That night, at a crowded party filled with laughter, drinks, and the kind of music that makes people loosen their tongues, my parents showed me exactly how little I mattered to them. And once the words left their mouths, nothing could put them back. I remember standing in the corner, trying to stay out of the way. I was never the star of these gatherings. My parents were. They loved being admired, being the center of attention, basking in the glow of compliments about their success, their house, their lifestyle. I was just there, a shadow following them, someone they could point to when it was convenient, but ignore when it wasn't. For most of my life, I told myself it was fine, that if I kept my head down, if I stayed quiet, if I didn't make a fuss, maybe one day they'd be proud of me. Maybe one day they'd finally see me as more than the child who disappointed them. But that night was different. I don't know why, but I caught fragments of a conversation I wasn't supposed to hear. A group of their friends were gathered around, glasses of wine in hand, laughing in that polite, performative way adults do. Someone asked about me, what I was doing these days, how I was getting along. My chest tightened. For a split second, I thought maybe this was my chance. Maybe they'd say something kind. Instead, my mother laughed. Not the warm laugh of a mother bragging about her child. No, this laugh was sharp, cutting, filled with the kind of cruelty that doesn't need to be loud to destroy. She's nothing but dead weight, she said, always holding us back, never amounting to much. Honestly, I don't even know what to do with her anymore. The group chuckled nervously, glancing at each other, unsure if they should laugh too. My father chimed in, sealing the wound with his agreement. We've given her everything, and what has she done? Nothing. She'll never get it together. We've learned to stop expecting. Dead weight. That's what they called me. The words hit me harder than any slap ever could. My ears rang, my heart pounded, and suddenly the room felt too small, the walls pressing in on me. I couldn't breathe. I wanted to disappear, to melt into floor and vanish before anyone noticed my face burning red. But no one did. They didn't even look my way. To them, I was invisible, just as I had always been. I don't remember exactly how long I stood there, frozen, but I do remember the moment something inside me shifted. It was like a thread snapped. For years, I had begged silently for their approval, for even a scrap of love or recognition. And in that moment, I realized it would never come. Not from them. I walked out. No scene. No tears. No shouting. Just quiet steps through the crowded room, past faces that blurred together, out the door into the cool night air. My parents didn't even notice I'd left. Or maybe they did, and they simply didn't care. The walk home felt both endless and fleeting. My mind replayed their words on a loop. Dead weight, dead weight, dead weight, until finally the repetition lost its sting. If that's what they saw me as, then maybe the real weight wasn't me at all. Maybe it was them dragging me down with expectations I could never meet, with standards I was never meant to reach. That night, I made a choice. I cut them off. No calls, no texts, no explanations. I packed what little I had and moved into a small apartment across town. It wasn't much, but it was mine. For the first time, I felt the air in my lungs without the heaviness of their judgment pressing down on me. It wasn't easy. There were nights I cried myself to sleep, wondering if I'd made a mistake, wondering if maybe I was the problem all along. But every time I remembered their laughter, their casual cruelty, their refusal to even see me as a person, I knew I had done the right thing. Sometimes family isn't who you're born to. Sometimes it's the people you meet along the way, the ones who choose to stay, who see you as more than a burden, who remind you that you're worth more than the names others throw at you. My parents call me dead weight, but walking away proved something important. I wasn't dragging anyone down. I was simply carrying the weight of their disappointment, their broken expectations, their inability to love me as I was. And when I finally let it go, I realized I could stand tall without them. And I have,